Hi, my name is Elizabeth Ciordia, and it's August 7th, 2024. We are currently in week 1 of Biology 240 for Anatomy and Physiology, and this week we discussed the endocrine system. I have a picture here. I just wanted to kind of show some of the glands. So we have the pituitary gland, the pineal gland, the thyroid, the parathyroid is these little ones. Then we have the pancreas, and then the adrenal glands are these little ones above the kidney, the ovaries, and the testes. So the pituitary gland is bean shaped. It's located by the sphenoid bone, and there are two parts. We have the posterior pituitary, which stores and secretes hormones released or produced by the hypothalamus, which help our kidneys. It helps with sweating and milk production, for example. Some of the hormones it secretes are ADH, oxytocin, and prolactin. And then we have the anterior pituitary, which produces hormones. It originates in the digestive tract, and it secretes FSH, LH, TSH, ACTH, and prolactin, and it helps with ovulation, testosterone growth, sperm and eggs. And then we have the thyroid gland, which is butterfly shaped and inferior to the larynx. It's composed of many thyroid follicles, and it secretes T3, T4, and calcitonin. And the main function is that it regulates our metabolism. Then we have the adrenal glands, which are triangular shaped, and they sit above our kidneys, each of our kidneys. They're made up of glandular cortex, outer cortex, and the inner medulla of nervous tissues. The hormone that is secreted is cortisol. The adrenal cortex secretes steroid hormones that regulate our stress response, our blood pressure, and fluid and electrolyte balance. And then we have the adrenal medulla, which regulates homeostasis of the body, and it assists with secretion of epinephrine and norepinephrine. And then we have the pancreas, which is located posterior to the bottom of our stomach. The pancreatic islets are an endocrine function. These clusters of cells secrete hormones such as glucagon, insulin, somatostatin, and also pancreatic polypeptide. And glucose is required to fuel our body. And glucagon stimulates the liver to convert its stores of glycogen into glucose, and then insulin facilitates the uptake of glucose into our all the cells in our body. So the pancreas helps regulate glucose levels in our blood. And then the relationship between the hypothalamus and hypophysis and the other glands is that the hypothalamus is like the control center for all of them. So the hypothalamus and hypophysis, which is also known as the pituitary gland, work very closely together. The hypothalamus controls the release of hormones by the hypophysis to the other glands. It controls the pituitary gland by releasing hormones that either stimulate or inhibit the secretion of other certain hormones. An example would be like during a stress response, the hypothalamus will release corticotropin releasing hormone to the hypophysis, and then it stimulates the release of adrenocorticotropic hormone, and then that goes through the bloodstream over to our adrenal glands. And then the adrenal glands release cortisol, which helps us deal with stress or cope with the stress we're in at that moment. And then this content is very important because in order to understand or differentiate between the primary, secondary, and tertiary disorders, we need to know all the different parts of the endocrine system, what they do, what hormones they produce, how they all work together. The primary disorders of the endocrine system is when an endocrine gland is not working properly, and then the secondary disorder is when the pituitary gland is not working properly, and the tertiary disorder is when the hypothalamus is not working properly or releasing hormones properly. Thank you.